You alright, mate? Carl, nice to meet you. Have a good one. Oh, how's your day been then, mate?
Not too bad.
Good man, good man. Should we get into it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Sweet. So, Danny, so how did you get into music?
Look, I've been around music pretty much my whole life. It started with my dad, who used to play guitar in the living room, and then sort of, tried to teach his sons. I grew up in a family of 6, so there's a fair few of us getting around.
Amazing.
So yeah, just sort of immersed myself into music as a pastime, and then sort of developed from there. And I just fell in love with performing and playing music for people and writing. Yeah.
Amazing, man. Well, I have seen a lot of your performances, and I can say that you're definitely you are an amazing singer, man.
Thank you very much.
Amazing musician. So, I guess what does music mean to you?
Man, music means everything. It's a universal language, really is. Like it's tapped into everything. You can have a memory from years ago that can be triggered by a song. Music's it's ingrained in humanity, I think. And
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So how do you think COVID has affected the industry, and how has COVID affected you?
Mate, COVID definitely affected the industry in a massive way. With obviously shutting down crowds and locking people up and face masks and everything else and all the fun stuff we all had to deal with across many industries. It was definitely devastating to go through, to be not able to perform live and to have people in your audience when you're playing. Definitely plays an impact on you, but a lot of us, we had to re-engineer ourselves into the online market and start playing a lot more online shows and through Facebook, so we're still connected in a way, but it's not the same as having people in your audience, that you can feed off the energy that you get from them, you know.
I guess there are a lot of musicians that say the best part of the show is the crowd and the energy that you get from the
Absolutely.
crowd. And a lot of your performances is to do with the energy you get back from the crowd as well. You read the crowd,
Yeah, 100%.
So I guess the music industry, the artists have been affected, but also the lovers of music have been affected as well. Like, this is why it's exciting that festivals and shows and things are coming back now, because people like yourself and the people that and the artists that have that chance to connect with the audience again. So I think that's an amazing time for the industry right now.
It is.
So I guess moving on from there, we've got Barleyfest coming up.
Yes.
And you've been organising the entertainment for them with all the artists. You're playing yourself.
I am. Look myself into the bookings.
Fantastic, man. I personally can't wait for you to play.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
There's some End of Fashioner coming down. That's a big one. A Brightsider, the Guthrie Trio, My Shadow and I as well.
So we've over 30 acts, booked in 30 acts with close to 50 performers.
Wow, amazing.
Over the 5 days, which is fantastic. Obviously, we're going to have those, those restrictions that we have to deal with as regards to how we can actually conduct these performances and have the people involved in it again. But it's absolutely fantastic to have music back again, and to have that festival vibe is just going to be, just a taste of normality again, I think.
And I think a big part goes to you, because you've supported a lot of the local artists by getting them slots at Barleyfest, paid slots, which is one of the big stepping points for the industry, getting people paid again, getting people back on stages. How do you think Barleyfest itself has helped with bringing entertainment back to people?
Yeah, well, it's obviously given us an outlet for us to perform. It's given us a stage, and it's given us a crowd. So I think they're the most fundamental things for any artist to have, to be able to play and share those moments with people. You go to listen to music, in my opinion, to get away from the stresses of life. And if you can have that one moment, it might be 30 seconds where you just completely forget about it and you're in that moment. That's what it's all about.
Most important thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you, Leigh? We've actually got Leigh just behind the camera here, the founder of Barleyfest.
Yeah, well, basically, Barleyfest was something that I hold close to my heart, because my mum always wanted to go to Bali, and she never could go to Bali before she passed away. And I think if she did, it would have been something that she would have remembered forever, to go somewhere and just relax after growing up married to a Vietnam veteran. So not having that aspect for myself to go and relax and go listen to live entertainment and live music, as well as just relaxing. You're just escaping your normal scene. You're escaping the reality and the problems you've got, and you're going somewhere else where what's in front of you is what's happening, if that makes sense. That's really why I wanted to bring Barleyfest, somewhere for people that are working day to day, need that little escape, somewhere to go. Regards to paid artists, I love the acoustic scene. Danny can be someone who vouches, who sees me around the acoustic scene regularly. I'm always there, Wednesday to Sunday, checking out the local artists, but since COVID, that's really stopped. There's no acoustic stuff. Everything's gone back to DJs and electronic music. I don't discriminate against other genres of music, but acoustic music to me is something that helps settle me down, and it's something that's good for everyone, not just the people that go and listen to it, but you can see the artists that are performing, they really do express themselves in each song. They don't care if there's 4 people watching, they don't care if there's 1,000 people. The effort that they put in, and yeah, you can just see it releases tension, I guess is the best way to say.
So Danny, mate, tell me a bit about the studio.
Well, right now we're actually sitting in Fairbridge's John Butler Studio. It's now run by Chop Street Music, so there's a music production group that's local to us, made up of some really good friends of mine. I've actually been lucky enough to be in the studio yesterday performing and recording a couple of my new singles,
Fantastic.
which I might give you a little bit of a listen to later.
Oh, please, please.
But yeah, this is actually a fantastic space for the local musicians to come in and to get their music down and get it recorded.
Sweet.
And a great platform as well for, up and comers.
Yeah. Have we got anyone from Chop Street here today?
Yes, we do. We actually have the major directors, Jared Rudin.
Hey, mate.
And Neil Asman from Chop Street. So Jared's actually my producer. He's produced my first EP and many other songs in between. So he's my go-to guy. And
Fantastic.
Also the lead singer of My Shadow and I. So one of our performing bands.
Hey, playing at the festival.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, let's get you on the couch then, mate. Let's have a chat. So Jared, mate, what got you into John Butler Studio and Chop Street?
Well, actually, I did my course probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and then I was actually looking for a place to record our EP that's just been coming out.
Right.
So we ended up hiring this place through a guy we knew, and I just kept coming in, and he was like, "Do you want the keys?" And I was like, "You serious?" He's like, "No, you can take it over because it's a community-run studio here." So.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Well, it's a beautiful studio. What do you guys do for the community? Because a lot of people have said that you guys do a lot, and that you're very respectable, and there's a lot of talk about how much you kind of give back. So what do you do for the musical community?
We just a lot of recording projects here. So we take on bands, we take on single soloists, and build production work and all that kind of stuff for them on that stuff. Nor from Chop Street, my partner also helps a lot with a lot of the management side of the business. So if musicians are looking for information about how to get their stuff out there, what platforms to do it on, getting shows to all that kind of stuff. So we help out with all that kind of stuff. Mainly for the new artists that are really kind of really developing and trying to get out there and having a bit of a struggle and what to do.
Right, that's awesome, man. That really is awesome. So you guys are playing, right, at Barleyfest?
Yes, we are. It's so exciting. Thank you very much for having us in the lineup.
That's not a problem, mate. We're excited to have you, man. I'm personally I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. And with what everyone's been saying, it's been quite hard for the community at the moment. Are you happy that Barleyfest has come along? Are you happy that, and not just live music in general, not just necessarily Barleyfest, but that it's coming back?
I'm stoked. There hasn't been a lot down here at the moment. Obviously with COVID and everything happening, it's taken a big hit to our music community. But we had roller coaster here probably about 5 or 6 years ago. But this is so awesome that something's actually coming back and putting on an event of this scale for all the local musicians and stuff. It's really great.
Fantastic, mate. Well, I'm sure you're going to be one of the highlights of it. I think we're going to have Danny playing one of his new singles now. So I guess me, you, Nor, and everyone else will go up into the behind the studio and we'll get into it. Alrighty, mate. Awesome to speak to you, mate. Cheers.
Ain't it funny how things in life can change? 2020 will never be the same. Thank God I got you in my life. Someday you'll be my wife, and you know that we got all we need. The kids will play under our feet, and before I'm heading off to sleep, I hope time stands still, 'cause I love, love, love this moment here.
So Noah, you got projects coming up for Chop Street?
Yeah, we do actually. We're doing a couple of projects here at the studio, which is pretty exciting.
Nice.
We've got some workshops planned. So we've noticed being at the studio, we've only been here for a year, but there's a lot of up and coming musos that have never been in a studio before.
Okay.
And that's what we love about this place. It's kind of a community place. It's great for up and coming musos, and we want to put on some workshops to kind of tell people what to expect when they first come in here and help them prepare a little bit more.
That's so useful. I can imagine that being so useful. Awesome.
Yeah, and then we're hoping to get some mentors down, some music industry professionals, maybe get some songwriting workshops going.
Yeah.
Just build a bit more of a community here and get the people together.
Fantastic. And your partner is playing at Barleyfest, right?
It is, with my
Hey.
shadow and I. We're pretty freaking excited about that one.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, I can't wait for them myself.
Yeah.
Super impressed with the workshops and everything that you do for the community.
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
Glenn, nice to meet you, mate. Thanks for coming down.
No worries.
Mate, you got a bintang?
Oh, look, mate, right here, got a couple.
Hey, awesome. Let me open mine. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Cheers.
Last interview of the day, mate, so
Lovely.
why not? So, you're here on behalf of Beautiful Cartel, right?
Yes.
Awesome, sweet. And you're playing at Barleyfest?
Yes.
Oh,
On
mate.
Sunday.
Looking forward to getting back up onto a stage?
I definitely am.
Yeah. How's it been for you? Just with everything, with COVID, with not many live shows. Has it hit you? Just talk to me, man. What's it been about?
Yeah, it has. It has, I know it's hit everyone, but yeah, I kind of had been making moves to try and get to a certain place, I guess. And as COVID kind of came on, I was finishing an album called Frizzin' with Beautiful Cartel. It's been mastered by King Willie, who's done
Oh, nice.
Eskimo Joe's album.
Got Yours album, was it?
Gautier,
Yeah,
as
Gautier.
well. So it sounds nice, it's great, but as COVID came on, I got to the point where I couldn't do a CD launch, really start to move it about. So it's stopped me there. And also I was working overseas in Thailand for Nat Geo as a boom mic operator, also in sound.
Yeah.
And it stopped me in my tracks and sent me back. So
Mate.
it is what it is. I'm starting to get resourceful and figure out what I can do from here. But
It's probably changed you a little bit as well, has it, COVID? The
Absolutely.
way you approach certain things.
yes.
Yeah, and I guess you're probably speaking on behalf of pretty much the whole music industry. You've all
I
taken
can
it.
imagine, man.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And,
Wow. Well, it's really that's why we wanted to get you on board today, because just tell that story. Everyone, basically, to get it out there that it's not been easy for everyone in the music industry, and
Absolutely. When Leigh Rose called me and said, we're putting on something that's, giving back to the musos in the community at the moment. We, paid gigs. It's not just about exposure and whatever else, because exposure doesn't really pay the bills.
Nah.
Which is lovely, but so it was really nice when Leigh said that and said we're having Barleyfest and giving back to Bali.
Yeah.
The local community, the musicians are mainly getting paid gigs.
Yeah.
A good place to play, a really great, sound system.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, mate. Well, we definitely can't wait to have you on board. It's one of my favourite acts to line up. So I've been listening to your music on Spotify, which you need to make sure you check out, by the way. Beautiful Cartel on Spotify. Definitely shameless plug there, mate.
Absolutely, always.
It's definitely worth it. I can't wait for more of those at the festival.
Right.
So, mate, obviously we know you guys are playing. I just want to go through the lineup with you guys. So we've got our main headliners. You're looking at End of Fashion, Desert Bells, Indigo, Amber Down, Guthrie Trio.
Amazing.
Run into any of those guys before?
Yeah. End of Fashion, West Aussie Icons, Desert Bells. I think the rhythm section's Carnival.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait to see. And my good
amazing.
friend Ben Elphick singing. So
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Brilliant.
Indigo, local fellas from Mandurah who are just, they kill it. They do really well, and they got amazing music.
Oh, mate, I'm looking forward to all of it,
Amber Down I haven't seen, but I'm really keen to check out.
Heard good things, right?
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Closing out the Tuesday as well, so we know Leigh, the founder's very much into it for the Tuesday, so looking forward to that. Moving on to our other acts, we've got a local reggae band, Jafire. My Shadow and I, who are good enough to have us here today.
Yeah.
Big guys. Then, Beautiful Cartel next up.
I'm feeling that one, man. I'm feeling that one.
I know. How are you looking forward to them, guys? I definitely am. I definitely am, massively.
Thanks,
so then, personally, I don't want to say this to you, but I'm looking forward to this guy the most. But Dan White, Brightsider, absolute banger of a tune on Spotify. You can go check it out. Then after that, got Danny Bau, who was on the couch with me earlier. Next level guy. Helped organise all of the artists for this. Really passionate about bringing the music scene back to Mandurah, back to the Peel region, back to Perth. And then we're looking at Mitch Martin, Ricky Green, Kelly McMahon and Nate Lonsdale to bring it on home for some nice acoustic sessions. So overall, there are a lot more artists. We've got up to 50 local artists lined up for the event, all getting paid, just trying to get the music scene back on its feet. And, really, really looking forward to this lineup, mate. What about yourself?
Oh, dude, Mandurah hasn't had anything like this since, I think, Roller Coaster, and that just went down in a ball of flames. Some antisocial behaviour. So to see after, nearly 10 years, Leigh and the boys bringing back some festival-style stuff to Mandurah.
How good is it going to be, man?
And it's a perfect place for it. I don't know how it went away for so long, but it's so good to see it back.
Yeah, and you'll be part of the reason it's coming back, mate.
And to be paid and to be able to, respected, I guess, is what I do as a craft, and there's a lot of love being thrown around here, man, for the local scene, Mandurah.
Yeah, man.
And also Bali.
Yeah, you gotta love Bali.
So,
making sure that we, we're giving love to the Balinese as well. We're obviously supporting the music scene, but we're giving back to Bali as well, which is
with a percentage of profits or something.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's
great, man. It's great. It's just great to see.
Mate, I'm glad to hear, man. And one final thing, just before we, end the recording here today.
Yeah.
What have you got going on for yourself, Beautiful Cartel? Anything we can expect at the festival? Anything coming up?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I've got I don't know, I'm probably near half a new album that I'm going to be playing.
Hey.
Yeah, and I'm recording at Savage Studios with Ryan Pearce at the moment in Bunbury.
Nice.
And then I'm looking at recording with Caleb Tracy and Emotion Studios in Bustleton pretty soon as well.
Rock on.
Yeah, man. So I've got a lot going on, and probably a second and a third album on their way.
Yeah.
Kind of being, recorded at the same time. So
busy.
Yeah,
busy
man.
For you,
busy.
Then.
Yeah. I've thought if I'm back in WA, I've got to get back into it. I've got to really, start making some moves. So when we can move around again, I can get back out into the world, into the scenes, and
definitely,
do
mate.
my thing. So. Yeah, look out for about 7 or 8 brand new Beautiful Cartel songs. Sunday, the 4th.
Yeah, you go. That's it. That's it.
2:30.
Get on.
4 p.m.
Get yourselves down.
You should. Beautiful Cartel is bringing the absolute A game.
Yeah, you are.
We're you are. Special guests. We're going to announce our new bass player, who I'm really, really excited to have. He's a guy from New Zealand who's just absolutely amazing on bass, but his singing is just
unreal. Hey, that was good. That was pretty good, hey? That's not me. I can't do that.
Glen Herbert, the choir boy.
Yeah. I was for a little bit.
You're a choir boy.
You're a choir boy.
Yeah.
Talk about that little quick.
For a little bit.
You started off the choir boy, guys.
Actually, when I was in year 8, I got into it for about a few weeks, but I was going to Bindon Agriculture College, and it was a bit strange there. Some of the brothers were a bit strange, so I didn't really want to sing for them anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you, mate.
Leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Yeah. Well, that's probably a good place to stop. We've got the show tonight. Some of the artists that are playing at the Secret Sounds of the City. A few of the artists that are playing at the festival are going to be playing. We're going to go and see them. We're going to go check them out, show them some support. The whole story of this, guys, is go out and support your local artists. If there's a show, there's an acoustic show on somewhere, there's not, you know, stop listening to Taylor Swift at home on YouTube. Get yourself out to a pub, listen to some live music, and come down to Barleyfest, and we'll see you there.
Big love.
Awesome.